Hello, thank you for joining me to take a look at my ePortfolio and the work I have done for IH743, implementing health programs in developing countries. I'll start by introducing myself and talking about my background a little bit, then move on to show some of the work I've done in collaboration with my talented group members this semester and in past semesters. To start off, my name is Alana Kirsch, and I am a second-year Master of Public Health student at Boston University, focusing on international health. As you will see briefly on my resume, which I've included in the CV section of my ePortfolio, I've been lucky enough to gain several valuable work experiences in the field of public health, both domestically and internationally. The most influential of these experiences were during my year studying abroad in Kenya, where I got the chance to work for both a small grassroots organization in Mombasa called Solidarity with Women in Distress, and on the other end of the development organization spectrum as an intern for the Millennium Village Project, which is a development collaboration with an enormous budget, significant resources, stakeholder buy-in from multiple government and UN entities, and a large multinational staff. Looking back on both of these experiences, though I'm grateful to have been a part of them in college because they fueled my passion for pursuing an MPH, I do wish I had had the knowledge I now possess to effectively and efficiently implement public health programming in developing countries, which is what I will show you next. So this is my ePortfolio, which contains, as I mentioned before, my CV, a list of courses I have taken, certificates I've earned, and the final deliverables from 2 of my other classes last semester, and the work in progress for IH743 this semester. As you can see, I took a class on monitoring and evaluation, in which my team and I created a mock monitoring plan and conducted an evaluation of an organization called Hope for Haiti, after which we presented our recommendations in a policy memo to Hope for Haiti's donors. I also took a class on quantitative and qualitative research methods for public health, and with my team, we conducted a study of bike safety behaviors among members of the BU Medical Center community. If you're interested, you can take a closer look at these deliverables we created for the 2 projects by visiting my ePortfolio, which I have provided a link to in my email. Monitoring and evaluation and evidence-based research methods are essential skills in public health, and they tie in very well with the skills I'm learning in IH743 to create a solid yet flexible skill set for program implementation and management. This is a unique class because it covers aspects of the implementation process that are often left out or overlooked, but are essential details to the success of an organization, such as human resources and the use of new technologies. My team for IH743 consists of myself and 6 of my talented fellow students. We named ourselves Eagle Consulting, which was inspired by the eagle on the Zambian flag. Our task has been to consult for ZCARD, which stands for the Zambia Center for Applied Health Research and Development. ZCARD collaborates with Boston University's Center for Global Health and Development and the government of Zambia to build capacity for the health sector, with a primary focus on addressing the burden of HIV/AIDS in Zambia. So far, we've completed 4 modules, the first 3 of which have their final deliverables completed and are included on my ePortfolio here. If you would like to see any of the completed reports, please feel free to download them. As a team, Eagle Consulting has faced numerous challenges while working on our reports, which we have had to find logistical and innovative ways of overcoming. Luckily, our first task as a team was to create a work contract, which clearly outlined our team's mission, expectations, and policies and procedures for completing our assignments. This was a valuable first step because I think it helped us avoid any major conflicts, as we all knew what was expected of us and we could refer back to this initial charter in the event of any looming problems. Additionally, we each signed up to be the group leader of 1 module, and we clearly outlined the responsibilities of that person during their tenure as leader in the policies and procedures section of our contract. By having one person take on the added responsibility of organizing and leading meetings and monitoring each person's progress in their assigned tasks, I think we avoided overburdening any one person who might have stepped into that role out of necessity week after week. Each of the modules we've completed has been a quick snapshot of an aspect of program management or implementation. So far, we have studied human resources management, quality improvement strategy, and health management and information systems, with a particular focus on mobile health technology. Writing the final consultant report for ZCARD for each of these modules required a significant contribution from each team member. and an extra commitment from the team leader for that module. I personally have had to find a way to contribute as much as possible to our team effort while juggling responsibilities at work and family commitments. It has occasionally been difficult because many of my teammates have schedules that conflict with mine, which can make meeting times more difficult to plan. But I have made sure to contribute an extra effort whenever possible to shoulder a little more of the work, in order to make up for times when my other responsibilities have conflicted with the team schedule. All 7 of us have had to do this over the weeks, and I think we all have done a good job of recognizing when we need to step up. As the semester progresses, our e-portfolios will include modules on mHealth, essential drug and supply management, financial management, and a final project depicting the entire process our team went through to fulfill the objectives of this course. Looking back on the modules we have already completed, I think the most valuable resource we are gaining from this class is the opportunity to learn directly from experts in the field. All of the modules are topics we could learn through research and trial and error, but we have the opportunity to learn not only from our assigned readings, but also through the real-life experiences and recommendations of our professors and guest speakers. Thinking back on my time interning for development organizations in Kenya, I can now see that the projects I tried to implement would have benefited enormously from the skills and strategies I've learned in this class. I feel confident now that I will be able to apply these skills to successfully and effectively manage public health programs in the developing world in my career. To wrap up this video, I want to thank you very much for your time and attention. I look forward to communicating further with you in the future.